Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Alopecia Angel podcast. I'm so excited to be here today. I wanted to showcase 3 current students that are inside the Hair and Heal program and their progress. One is Peggy, and she has alopecia universalis, and she's already growing hair everywhere, and she recently shaved her head. So I'm going to give you some snippets of what she had to tell me. And then we also have AlA in Canada, who also recovered completely all his alopecia areata, and also a bunch of other blind spots that have been holding him back for so long. And when I say so long is that in his case, he was working with a naturopathic doctor in Canada. And the problem there was that he was working with this doctor for 6 years and not moving the needle, not getting to results, not getting to the next steps, and not really uncovering those blind spots, not having adequate testing, not having adequate expertise. And this is the difference between working with someone you think is going to get you to the finish line versus somebody who truly does. So in the first week of working together, I saw automatically all his blind spots. We uncovered them. We definitely tested. And from there, he has his protocols, but more than that, he has his full hair. And that's the beauty of it. And so AlA is another resounding success story. But on top of that, I also have Sam that I wanted to showcase, who has also recovered her areata. She's been dealing with this for over 7-8 years, in and out, all these vicious cycles, never understood how, why, or how to put a stop to this once and for all. It was very debilitating, frustrating, and of course, all the emotions that go along with it, on top of inhibiting you from doing the things that you love to do, from living your life and living your life to its fullest. So here we have a chat, and she talks about her situation with alopecia, how she wished she would have met me 8 years ago, how she wished she would have found me and done the program sooner rather than recently, but she's still very grateful about everything. And she talks about her progress, all the hair, how her hairstylist is just in awe because all the spots have come back fully grown. It's growing really fast, and she's on the right track. It's really beautiful to showcase these testimonials, but then also to show you the possibility and the inspiration of how healing changes your life, of how healing really can be so much more than just hair growth. I think it's one of those things that you don't understand until you're actually in it, until you're actually over it. Almost like you don't understand what the feeling of having a baby is, going through labor, until you're actually in it and over it. And you're like, okay, did that, finished that marathon, and now I have a beautiful baby. Because I don't think any woman is going to tell you, oh yeah, labor was easy. No one's going to raise their hand and say that. But at the end of the day, you have this beautiful human that you've just birthed life to. And in the same way, in a very similar way, actually, I went through alopecia. My clients go through alopecia, but then the healing and then birthing this new person, which is you, with hair growth, full health, full vibrancy, is not only amazing, it's astonishing, it's liberating, it's absolute freedom. And so I also, on top of showcasing these stories today with you, I wanted to also showcase 10 things that I'm grateful for that before alopecia, I never actually took them into effect. I never took them into consideration because it was just obvious you're going to be there, and obvious I'm going to have that. But it's once that's taken away, it is your hair, it is your health. Once you have that diagnosis and then you come back from it, not just defying the odds, but then also propelling and skyrocketing your health to that next level, it's so worth it. All of it is so worth it. And I will say that these are a couple of things that I'm very grateful for today, post-alopecia, 8-9 years post-alopecia, versus when I was going through it, or even before alopecia, right? So today and every day, I'm grateful that there's no more hair loss, that there's no more vicious cycles, that there's no more uncertainty, that there's absolute freedom, 100% freedom from any worries or cares of having any hair loss in the future, even after a pregnancy or during pregnancy or postpartum, or even after COVID, or even after an illness, or even after a stressful time, or even after anything that may arise. None of that is going to hinder or harm my hair loss. Why? Because I have that under control. It's so under control that I know exactly what's going to happen. I know how to grow my hair 1 inch a month. I know how to take myself, my hair, my health to that next level and continue to maintain at that next level. That's what I teach. That's what I educate on inside the Hair and Heal program. Beyond getting the hair growth, you also get that power. That power is huge because you control your future, your destiny, and you create it. You don't leave it to chance. You don't leave it to a diagnosis. You don't leave it to what a doctor says. You are taking control of it. You are the CEO of your health. You are at the driver's seat of this life. So another thing that I'm very grateful for is that not only has it really cleared all the misinformation that's out there for me, but I already know the paths that's right. And, the results show for it. Yeah. Whether it's hormones, whether it's the next stage of life, like going into menopause or anything else, you can take control of this. And I think that innate power, that wisdom within, and the education combined together just compounds day after day, year after year. And it's like a savings account. So obviously today, not only do I have my hair, but I feel much better than the first day of me healing alopecia. Maybe that doesn't make sense to you right now because potentially you're still having hair loss and you're still going through it and you're in the middle of it. But I will say, like the first day of healing, kind of like the first day of school, it's a little different than you graduating from high school, being a senior or a senior in college versus your first day as a freshman. Does that make sense? There's difference. There's a confidence. There's a swagger. There's like this innate, like, I got this type of attitude, because that's the reality of it. Once you heal and once you know exactly what's going on, you do got this. I have this. I show you, and together we can create this. Even if you're still a little shy or a little insecure or a little less confident, the confidence comes with the action steps, with taking the courageous step of taking that next step. So the beauty of healing is so much more than the hair, but it's the freedom. It's one less thing I have to think about, one less thing I have to worry about, because there are a lot of things that day to day we all worry about, that we all have responsibilities for: family, kids, relationships, career, etc. And these line items don't change. The only thing that did change was adding in an extra burden, which is the hair loss, and then now being free from it. Being free from it is absolutely priceless. I can't say that enough. Your hair is priceless. Your health, mental health, emotional health, physical health is absolutely priceless. And for those of you with the autoimmune disease, whether it's alopecia or something else, don't forget, once you heal, you're also healing all those other ancillary health concerns and situations, because for me, at least, it was a tsunami of symptoms that just rolled over onto me. And I had no idea, no clue that it was all connected. Thankfully, it was just one autoimmune disease and not a second or a third. But 25% of people will go on to acquire a second and a third. And so those are the things that you want to prevent. Those are the things you want to avoid and mitigate. And on top of it, you also want to start sooner rather than later. It's never too late. You're never too old. And it's not about age, race, or ethnicity, or where you live. You can do this from anywhere in the world. And I'm here to support you every step of the way. So let me go ahead and introduce to you my 3 next clients, and I'll take it from there. Thank you so much. Take care.
My hair is growing back.
That's what I was waiting for.
Oh my God. Like my hair is totally growing in. This spot is like all the spots on my hair are filling in. I haven't had any new hair loss. This spot that was pretty big is all coming in. It's still there, but it's really filling in now. Insane.
That's what I was waiting for, Samantha. Come on. Give me the goods.
Come on, girl. Give me the stuff I want to hear.
So how soon did you start seeing hair growth? What week were you in?
The first thing that started coming back was my eyebrow. And I feel like that started at like week 3 or 4. It was definitely in the early stages when we were still having our calls, our other weekly calls. So I feel like I got on the 2nd or 3rd call and told you that.
What other progress areas have you seen within doing the program and your health outside of the massive hair growth?
It was really freeing to just let my body go into healing mode. It's like really taken me to a new level. Like I had these really big projects that were important to me and I was able to show up for them in a different way. I was like so sharp and so present and so on point and really like tapping into my purpose and my talents and feeling so aligned and connected with myself. That was huge. That just felt so empowering and it was so great for my confidence. So that's been really wonderful. And that's been a huge gift. I think it's interesting, like feeling liberated from the that we're attached to in life, particularly when I say this diet. But I just feel like I have a newfound perspective. And it's crazy when you're doing something like this and then you start observing everybody in the world and how everybody is just like shoving crap into their faces and how hard it is to get away from it. Everybody's just like walking around addicted to shit. And you feel like you've woken up from the matrix a little bit. I think my energy is a lot better and I'm addicted to feeling good now. And I'm really interested to see like where this goes.
What would you say to anyone who was on the fence about joining the program?
I would say that I wish that I found you like 5 years ago and you could have saved me a lot of trouble and time and heartache and frustration and confusion and hopelessness and just like throwing things up at the wall and seeing what sticks and temporary solutions. I think that if what you're seeking is like a holistic approach where the hair is a very serious symptom of something that's going on. And if you recognize this and that fact that this program is going to help you really address and target the underlying causes, that is what is going to get you not just the immediate results, but the long-term results. So you can keep spinning your wheels and trying to test things out and do it your way. But you really have to ask yourself, how has your way been working for you?
Isn't that the truth? Because you spent how many years struggling before you found me?
Like almost 7. I would have periods of getting it back, but then it would keep falling out again. And I was like, this is so frustrating. Like, how am I going to actually stop this?
What's the biggest difference that you've seen? Okay, beyond the hair growth, but any big aha moment, let's say looking back from now that we're in July till when you started or even like a year ago?
I guess my biggest aha moment, it's hard to pin down exactly when this moment happened, but I think there was this moment a couple of months ago when I woke up at 6:30 in the morning by myself with no alarm. And I felt like totally totally energized, totally like ready for the day. And I was like, oh my God, this feels incredible. Like I've been telling myself this story for a long time that like my natural time to wake up is 8 o'clock and this, that, and the other. And what that did was set off a chain reaction of moments of, wow, like you have really been living enslaved by habits and diet choices. And Joanna, like I, by most standards, was a healthy person, like eating very well, cooking. I do a lot of my own cooking, but also not being aware of all the added things in my life that really work good for me and not paying enough attention and not having the education. So where I'm going with this is the biggest aha for me is like being unchained from these ways that I was living my life that were really holding me back and not serving me. And I really didn't expect the program to give me as many gifts as it had. And I want to thank you for that because of course we get into the program and we're like, want to grow our hair back. We want our hair back. And I know that in your testimonials, people talk about all the other wins that they get, but I really don't think you can underestimate how liberating the program is. And you feel like you're getting your life back in a lot of ways. I keep using these words, liberating, unchained, freedom, getting my life back. You cannot underestimate the importance of diet and the role it plays in your life and environmental factors and just doing the best that you can with the information that you're giving us. But look, we live on this planet. I feel like I'm in this new place of understanding myself and my health. And it's really empowering.
That's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I would say one last thing. If there's anybody who's sitting on the fence, it's like this program is going to be so much more than you ever bargained for. So you're not going to know unless you jump in and do it. So what have you got to lose?
Just more hair.
You're so funny. You're like, just more hair.
But it's so true. It's so true.
Exactly.
No need to lose more hair. Were you ever skeptical that this wouldn't work for you?
It's a really good question. I'm like a very positive person, but yeah, I think I was skeptical, not in the sense of, oh, is this going to work for me? But I was very resistant to the things that you were asking us to do. I was like, oh my God, why? I'm not normally like that. I'm normally just, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm a good student. But with this program, like I had so much resistance to giving things up. And in my heart of hearts, I knew that these were the things that were holding me back. I really wanted it to work. And I do think there was a piece of me that was like, is this going to work for me? That was definitely something where I was like, yeah, I get it. It's going to work for other people, but is this going to work for me? I definitely have had moments where I can't believe it. It's working for me. It's working. I went and got my hair colored a couple of weeks ago, and my hair stylist has been on this journey with me. And she's, oh my God, this program is incredible. You have all these baby hairs. All of these patches are filled in. Does that answer your question?
It does. I'm so happy you shared that about your hairstylist. Have her spread the word, because I'm sure she knows a lot more people with alopecia.
What you're doing is honestly so incredible, and nobody else is doing it. And people need to know that you're out there. I've been searching for help for this for a long time. I don't give up. I am not a quitter on things. I just was always like, as skeptical as I was in the beginning, I was also like, I know there's a fix. I know that there's a cure for this. I know that what the doctors and the professionals are saying is not right.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Sam.
Yeah, I appreciate your time. Thanks for setting up this call. It was really good to talk with you and connect.
Likewise. Loved it.
I lost half of these lashes until here, but now it's growing. This one is growing.
Okay.
And there are like some parts that are growing, parts that I don't want to grow. They're growing, and here is a little growing.
I'm very, very grateful for doing the program. Zero complaints. Learned a lot, improved a lot, like lifestyles, stress management, food. The food is great,
I love hearing the AlA from now, from the AlA when we first met. It's a 360. I love it. So has the alopecia areata resolved? Is it gone?
Yeah, I have no itching. All the sides where they had the thinness, the back.
Patches are gone?
Coverage. Yeah, it's got the coverage for sure. Yeah, no doubt
Perfect.
about it.
How do you feel now after like working with like your naturopathic doctor in Canada for 6 years?
Yes,
Like, how do you feel now?
I feel more educated, so I can make smarter decisions. It's a whole total game change. Thanks a lot for everything, Joanna. Really appreciate it. And
My
for being
pleasure.
patient with me a lot. I appreciate that too. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
You're wonderful. I'm so happy that you got your hair back and you're seeing results, and it's been a big, beautiful 360 life change.
100%.
This is the beginning to the rest of your life.
I know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure. Thank you so much, Joanna.
Thank you for listening to the Alopecia Angel podcast, a positive light in healing alopecia. You can do this, and we can help. Spread the word that reversing alopecia is possible by telling your friends and family.